bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Have you exposed your children to opera? Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Joe Basikia, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. If you haven't yet, you don't know what you're missing. Phyllis Sims is with us, curator, marketing director of the Marian Anderson Historical Society. We're talking about children and opera. Good to see you.
Good to be here, Joe.
For those who do not know, Marian Anderson, what a great icon in opera from our region here. Tell us about her in the sense of especially going forward and helping children with the wonderful art.
Well, one of the things that happened when she was a young singer, when I say young, I mean like about 8 or 9, in her church, the children all got together and they put their little nickels and dimes and along with the congregation so that she could take lessons. That's how impressed they were with her voice. And today, you know, we want to let children know and young people know that they do have another alternative to the various music genres. I mean, there is the R&B and the hip-hop, you know, but there's also classical and opera music that we'd like them to at least have a chance. The reason why I think a lot of them don't, you know, want to pursue it because they think it's a completely European art form. And they need to be educated that opera and classical music did come from the motherland. And there is an opera Zulu, and that's where the voice came in terms of, I don't know if you've ever heard the, you know, the African song, but I can't do it well, so I'm not even going to try. So,
but it's wonderful because you're giving us a sense of the history and how history is universal. One of the things that we find about opera is that sense of humanity. There is the wonderful element of music to it, but there's something else. There's something about the pathos, the expression, the romance. And is that good for children to start to understand?
Of course, because there are so many different roles in opera and throughout life. I think it was narrowed down. One philosopher said that there's about 160 plots. And what opera does, it exercises all of those plots, okay, and it brings them to the forefront of, you know, of theater.
Let's talk about the excitement that goes on with the Historical Society in terms of youth and how people can become involved.
Well, we have a program called Opera for the Very Young where we can go, we have an outreach program where we go into schools or we invite the children to the residence where they learn, you know, about Marian Anderson and the role that she played not only as a singer but also as a humanitarian, and how important it is to whatever it is, whether it's your voice, but we all have an art. We've all been born with an art inside of us.
One of the neat things also about opera is the sense of history. It's almost a little bit like baseball. You know, you start comparing yourself or the new blood to the Babe Ruths, the Hank Aaron's of the past. It's ongoing, isn't it? That the sound of Marian is ongoing. How important is it then to also look at this as a garden to help those that are ahead to be ready for this beautiful art form?
Well, actually, you know, I think there are more young people and there are more schools that are opening up. You have the Curtis Institute of Music, the Academy of Vocal Arts. Our first scholar was from the Avenue of the Arts School at Kappa. And they alone are bringing classical and opera music, you know, to the forefront. We have the Philadelphia Opera Company. So there are so many performing arts organizations and companies that are being inclusive of the classical and opera music.
Well, one of the things, of course, we want to accomplish with our interview is just a sense of, hey, you know what, if you haven't thought about it, maybe this is a wonderful opportunity to expose your children to it because you're saying the benefits are enormous.
Yes, of course. And they can do that by bringing their children to the Residence Museum in South Philadelphia. And, you know, logging onto our website is another area of connection, mariananderson.org.
Thank you so much for being with us, Phyllis.
Okay, thanks for being here.
Phyllis Sims, she is the curator and marketing director for the Marian Anderson Historical Society. I'm Joe Basikia for Comcast Newsmakers, which is seen exclusively right here on Comcast Cable. For more information, you can check us out online, cna.tv.